Welcome back to Pokemon Shield. Last time we beat up Piers. Man, he was a good guy.
We good boyed him so much I completely forgot to give out what his number meaning was. Granted, I was also kind of distracted by the fact that, it was Piers. But Piers's uniform number is 061. Hey, that's just 6 from ours. Which can be read in Japanese as Waru, meaning bad.
I mean, I guess.
It's Warui.
Yeah.
It just means bad. It's the same thing how we got Wario instead of Mario.
Yeah.
And Waluigi. Also, they call him a villainous team leader, and I call bull on that.
He's not, at all.
The strongest bull, because, he has no evil intentions, and the whole point is he just wants Marina to take over.
He doesn't even have, evil actions behind good intentions.
I'm pretty sure he just told the gym trainers to support Marina, and they just went too far into the whole... Marnie?
Marnie.
Yeah, that's probably correct. They tried to just support Marnie, and they just went too gung-ho in the whole thing.
Yeah. Oh, you mean prevent everyone else from even participating? No, not at all. Please stop.
Also, apparently his battle music is a remix of N's final battle from Black and White and the Team Rocket hideout from Generation 1.
I feel kind of bad because, like you said, the middle point of this game, the story kind of lulls. They just didn't put as much oomph into it. And that it feels like it sort of shortchanged Piers. Piers and the whole town, and kind of by an extent Marnie. But it does pick up again. And I've been told the post-game story is even better. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Real quick rehash, I don't think I've actually done any Dynamax Den since last time. No, I've not.
No.
But what I have done is further EV train the team. So we're looking at a maxed attack EV or special attack EV on the whole team. So maxed attack, max special attack, attack, special, attack, special. I like the feedback. I still feel like Pokemon has a little ways to go before the inner workings of it and the competitive inner workings, EV training, and whatnot, are completely accessible. But this generation has done a lot to make it more accessible. So we can see the EVs right there, and it's sparkling because it's maxed.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those, it's easier if you have an understanding of it, but the game will help you pretty much when you're done playing the main story.
Yeah, if you don't even know what IV or EV training is, the game does nothing to help you out. But if you know what's going on, they give you all this information. So, they've still got a little ways to go before it's more accessible. But they're getting there. Also, the inner shape, the EV shape, is currently kind of a dark yellow orangish color. It actually turns to a bluish color when you've maxed all your EVs, so you don't have any points left to spend on EVs. And I actually maxed Cream's EVs, so I had to lower one in order to raise her attack. And you do that with the berries that I have a billion of over here.
Yeah,
not those.
The friendship berries. It's been the best I can call them.
Not those. There it is.
There we go.
So these things. So you feed it to them. It lowers their EV by 10 points, which isn't actually a lot. So you're going to have to go through... I went through probably 30 berries to get their stats down low enough to be able to max one. But you feed it to them, and it also raises their friendliness. So, they also like me more now.
I mean, it definitely helps in comparison. It's the only way to do that.
And that's part of them making it way more accessible, is I can just EV train these things. I can lower the stats easy, I can run in and send them on the jobs to raise them up. Like, I almost don't even want them to gain EVs, so it's easier to max them.
I like how the description for Team Yell is basically they're football hooligans. And I was like, football hooligans? No. They're rowdy fans. Football hooligans are the people who tear apart the stadium when their star player takes a dive at the start of the match.
I mean,
it's
we
like,
don't know how
you
far
taking
they'll
a
go.
dive?
We don't know how far they'll go. But admittedly, they haven't mugged us yet, even though we've beaten Marnie a couple times.
Yeah, literally, like, two of the behavior things for football hooligans is that they throw objects at opposing supporters, including bricks, coins, flares, and Molotov cocktails.
Yep.
Molotov cocktails at a soccer match. And then fighting with weapons, including sports bats, glass bottles, rocks, rebar, knives, machetes, and firearms. I was like, yeah, Team Yell ain't no football hooligans. They're just rowdy fans. Ain't nobody starting a war with these idiots.
Yeah. I gotta talk to Ball Guy.
How are you an essential worker?
Okay. Why does cancel go no? I want to leave the menu.
Oh, dude, it's that old guy I really like.
Oh, the guy on the left?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a lot of things, so I probably don't need too much before we head in. So, since last time we beat up Piers, this is actually the final gym we're coming up on.
Which is like the fourth town you got to. Which I actually kind of like that. I like the idea that it's like, you're coming back here.
Yeah, we're familiar with the place. That's actually kind of a theme in this game, I've found. And it's also kind of a complaint I've heard from some people is, ooh, I can buy max potions.
Oh yeah, I would definitely start just working on max potions.
I don't really need max potions, but I'll take 10 for now. No, I only want 9 because I already have 1.
You mean several thousand of them? Yeah, go ahead for that.
Max repels? I never even use repels, so I haven't even bothered to buy any of those.
There's almost no reason for repels being in this generation, I hate to say.
Yeah, since there aren't random battles, you can dodge them on your own. Oh, but as I was saying, it's kind of a theme in this game I've found, and I've heard some people complain about it, and I can understand where those complaints are coming from. But the theme is mostly that you're watching people, you're looking at people who are better than you and are more prepared than you, and you're growing to reach them. And what that means is there's a lot of situations where you're not really the protagonist yet. You're not really the hero yet. Leon is. That's like you saw the random Dynamax Pokemon out in the field. In any other RPG, you're the protagonist. You're the one who'd get sidelined with that, and then you'd do it, and you'd be like, yeah, now everybody loves me because I saved everybody. And instead here, you just kind of go watch Leon take care of it, and then he does.
You know, I was thinking, I was like, you know, Leon seems like the most proactive champion out of the bunch that I've ever seen.
And that's where you're not really the hero or the protagonist yet. Instead, you're looking at the people who are. In fact, pretty much the whole game is you growing up to and becoming that. So it's only come the end of the game that you can say, like, I've done it. I have become the hero.
So wait, you're telling me that the whole point of a story is to build you up to being a proper hero instead of just immediately giving you recognition?
Something like that, yeah.
Wow. It would be massively stupid if somebody made a comparison like that. Spoony, excuse me.
Yeah, and admittedly, I can understand how some people wouldn't like that, because, like, you are the protagonist. You do want to be the hero. So going through, like, the whole game going, like, why do I want to help. I want to be the hero. Can I even participate in being the hero? And, like, no, you can't. You have to watch this other guy be the hero. So, like, I get it. I get it. I see what they're going for. I see the complaints. I get it. And that also goes to...
Did you talk to the old guy yet?
Yeah, I did.
I feel like you did, but...
I can go talk to him again. He mentioned steel types.
If you would.
Yeah, he mentioned that he always uses steel types, but because that negates the weather, but he still can't beat Raihan.
I would think it's because of the fact that Raihan has, like, everything figured out, but, like, they're gym trainers.
Yeah.
They're gym leaders. They know how to work their types well.
Yeah, that theme of the game also goes to how we show up at a town and we see that this is a later gym. Like, it's showing us every step of the way that we've got a long way to go still. Like, these guys are running around way above us, but we've got to get to that. We've got to work to build to that. And that's what we've done, going through the other two gyms and fighting around. And now we're coming back, and when we got here the first time, we were like, crap, I don't want to fight Raihan. He'd destroy me, but he's right there. He's, like, up there. But now I'm ready. Hopefully.
Nah, I think you're ready. Just as long as you remember that Slagoo only evolves in natural rain, not actual weather caused by Pokemon rain.
Yeah. So, Slagoo is nearly ready to evolve. It just leveled up to 49. It evolves at 50. But it has to evolve in natural rain. So it won't be evolving in here. Even if one of them caused rain, which I don't think they do. I think it's mostly sandstorms. Where am I going?
You're going to the vault.
I was not paying attention to what they were talking about.
They're sending you off to the vault to take out the trainers. Because you have to learn and understand how this is going to work. Alright.
Get off your phone. We're trying to hold a...
God, I still hate but love the fact that it's just... He's like an influencer. It's like, I hate him for being that, but also at the same time, I love him because it's like just Pokemon going like, yeah, they're influencers now. What are we going to do?
And, like, I like it because it's not a personality type you especially see, and it's a more recent cultural phenomenon to be that, and for that to be such a big deal. So seeing something like that shown, and even though technically he's not really an influencer, he's just kind of like...
He's a celebrity using social media.
Yeah, he's a celebrity on social media, mostly. But he's just eating it up. And again, that's something that... It's a more recent cultural phenomenon for, like, social media to be that big. Prior games maybe would have had, like, a cameraman following him around or something, or a bunch of paparazzi that he's always eating it up for. But this is the first gen where our culture and technology has gone far enough that he can be reflected in that, just doing it himself.
I know. And
that self-vainness.
It's just weird to see that painted as a character.
But then at the same time, you see him doing it, and you're like, give me that phone. We're having competition here.
I know they've done...
Oh, he said before that only 10 challengers have even made it this far.
Which is why I like that the old guy is up there. It's like the old guy just looked like he was going to be one of the first ones to drop out, but then nope, he's still up here with you. And then I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, and given that we all had to start in the same place and work around the course at the same pace, what we end up with here is the only people who make it this far are the people, like, the only people who've made it to this gym are people who have made it this far. And so I'm sure you had hundreds of people challenging before, and now he's here going like, I got 10 kids to shut down. And because this works kind of like an actual sports ball thing, there are seasons. So, like, they're holding this now, but it's not just always open. And that's kind of like in other generations, or not in other regions. It's kind of just always open. You just want to run around and fight him and eventually do the thing? Sure, do whatever. But like here, this is a very structured event that we're going through.
I think it's why it's like weird for other people, because the fact that like every other gym is just like has been something anyone can do at any possible time, but they make this a sport kind of thing, which is like, I kind of like it better like that.
Yeah, I don't know if this is something that I would want it to be like in every generation, in every region, but I think that is a big thing where people see how things have been handled in other regions and say, I don't like that this makes it untrue. Like, this makes this the canon way these are handled, and it doesn't. This is just the way this region handles it, because it's a sporting event to them. And sporting events aren't just, okay, you're playing friggin' basketball, everybody just go play each other and go have fun for a while. Like, no, it's a giant orchestrated competition to slowly match each team with each team to figure out who has the most points at the end of the season, or some such. And then at the end, you end up with, like, these are the two guys. Like friggin' American football.
I'm so glad you said American football instead of football.
Look, we're in England. I had to specify.
I know. It's just the fact that it's like, you went out of the way to go like, it has to be American football. I can't say football.
It's called dragon weather.
What's dragon weather? Oh, it's that thing that happens when Luffy defeats Kaido in the future. So, several years from now.
Oh, he's got a Slagoo! Look at it!
He's also got a Pelipper because it's gonna be raining.
Slagoo suddenly evolved. Wait.
Son of a bit!
Okay, so Slagoo is pure dragon, as we've discovered. And I'm guessing Pelipper is water? No, not water. Flying?
Water flying.
Water flying?
Yep.
Okay, so water flying, I'm dealing currently with, I forget who I even have. I have Mima out, who's fine for the most part. And
honestly, Mistral's fine.
Mistral. Mistral will take double damage to flying.
She's fine, as she'll take out that Pelipper pretty easily. The only problem you'd have to worry about is the Pelipper new Hurricane.
And then they're both fine against Dragon.
Yeah.
So we don't have to worry too much about that. So electric, rock, can I use grass? I can use grass.
Yeah, it neutralizes, but...
it says not very effective, but I think that's against Slagoo.
Yeah, that's against Slagoo. I don't think you've ever fought a Pelipper.
Can I use Ghost? Sure can.
What? Why are you taking out the Slagoo?
What do you mean?
With an Ice Beam.
Oh, right. Never mind.
Just... Yeesh.
Sorry, I don't know why I was... My brain can only handle one task at a time, and I was focusing on the Pelipper.
You make me wish I was over there instead of being at my house so I could just smack you for that. I was like, what are you... Well, fake smack, yeah, because I wouldn't really do that, because that's not what friends do. Friends get passive-aggressive with each other. Well, your Pokemon skills are really great. I mean, you only lost one Pokemon that entire battle. You son of a...
I'm just gonna stomp this thing. Oh, well, the flying will probably make it immune, though.
No.
No, that's not flying in normal. That's...
If it was Ghost, it would be immune.
Yeah.
He's
only got 2 Pokemon, so I'm not going to worry about it. Mostly, I'm playing the long game, so I want to use whatever I have the most move points on, just to...
Playing the long con.
Oh no, I've been watered. No, Mima, you hit the trainer!
Ah! Well, I mean, I guess you win, but we have to bring you up on charges now.
I mean, they got police officers around here.
What's all this, then?
Ah, crap.
Oh, crap, he's got the new Pokemon.
He's got his actual police team. Bunch of level 99 Arcanines.
Jeez. Well, actually, level 100 is the highest you can go. This ain't no normal RPG. You go up to You go up to 100. And now cure your team up before you fight the next person.
I'm glad they give you this chance. Also, where the crap do you buy friggin' ethers?
You don't.
Oh, well that explains why I've never seen one.
Yeah, that's why you get the Lipa berries.
Oh, that's garbage. Even these potions just aren't quite cutting it anymore.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother with potions. Like, you got max potions now, it'd be the
I got 12 of these.
Yeah, you definitely want to stockpile on this. I think on mine I have like almost max of those. Which, mind you, the max is 999, so... I very much have gone out of my way for this. Oh, for God's sakes.
Okay, so what's that guy? Steel Dragon?
No, Fire Dragon, he's annoying as hell. Because you're getting a Sunny Day team here, so...
Okay, so Ground, Rock, Dragon. I have none of those. If he's annoying, then I'll take him out first.
No, I would not even fight him.
Oh, okay.
He actually has a special move that if you attack him, that he retaliates with just basically, like, exploding on you.
Oh, well, that's poopy.
He doesn't kill himself, but he does a lot of damage. In fact, if, like, Mistral tried to even hit him, she would be dead.
Oh, do you want to hit him with, like, special attacks, then, instead of physical? Or...
I think you can hit with special, but I'm gonna have to double check. But you mostly just want to, like, bounce with both of those, because you're at a disadvantage with it being fire, being fire types here.
Okay, so what's Ninetales? Just pure fire?
Pure fire. Really should have been, like, fairy type, but...
Okay, so
pure
water,
fire.
ground, rock. Also, I have none of those. Can I use grass?
Against fire types?
No. Can I use dark? Yes.
See if I can find this move here real quick. Shell Trap.
Can I use ghost?
Yeah.
Sure can.
Yeah, that's Shell Trap. Shell Trap is a decreased priority move. The user sets up a trap at the beginning of the turn, then executes the move Shell Trap at a -3 priority if it has been hit by an opponent's physical move this turn. If the user has not been hit by an opponent's physical move at the time, it would execute Shell Trap. Shell Trap fails. If the user is affected by Powder, Powder will trigger when the use of Shell Trap is hit by a physical attack.
Okay,
Basic.
so what I'm guessing is that Mistral is just not a good decision for this.
No.
Fire Dragon, you said?
Yeah, Fire Dragon. Which is weird because it's like, I think this is one of the first Fire Dragons they've given us, and it's like, well, I mean, Fresh Ram. But like the normal Fire Dragon you get that isn't legendary, and it's like, oh, are you serious? This stupid looking thing?
Let's try Shadow Ball, I guess. Can I use Ghost? Sure can.
Also, it's from Gen 7, but I keep thinking it's from Gen 6 for some reason. Also, it's based on that Mata turtle, if you've ever seen that.
Haha. Ow. Alright, well, Fire Dragon, can I use... Doesn't Fairy do something with Dragon?
Yeah, Fairy's super effective.
It must be negated by Fire then, or something.
Yeah, it might be neutral because of fire resistance.
Yeah, because it doesn't list it. I'll just hit you with Psychic, I can use that.
I mean, the only problem I would see now if he just went straight for a flamethrower, but I guess, well, she did. But I guess they're just going to keep doing the shell trap.
Can't use shell trap when you're dead.
God, I hated that thing. I think it was either this trainer or another one that I just kept smacking it with a physical move, and it just kept doing that. And I'm like, I'm tired of this. I'm murdering this damn thing now.
They're twins.
Don't forget to heal up in between battles.
Yeah, you know what? Let's use a burn heal while we're here. So what you get out of this, or what you see here, I kind of joke that they're twins, but you do kind of see that there just isn't a huge variety of NPCs in this game. And I remember hearing tale that the game was kind of rushed, and I can see that in some places. That would explain a lot.
I mean, my understanding is that basically this is a 2020 game and not a 2019 game. In the sense that it needed extra year to bake properly, but...
Yeah, like, if they'd released this game a year later, if they'd taken that extra year, then I feel like most complaints that I have with it would probably be resolved. Like, it just needed that little extra time for polish and tidying up.
But I hate to say it wasn't going to happen because it wouldn't have been on schedule for their next generation release.
Yeah, and here's the funky thing about Pokémon, and this is the weird thing about it, is...
This is what you get when you're the world's largest recognizable brand.
Well, it's Nintendo kind of has a policy of, we'll just put a game off so we can make it as good as it needs to be. And that works fine for stuff like a Mario game, because the Mario games are the chief merchandise of Mario. Pokémon, on the other hand, has so much crap revolving around it. The toy lines, the card games, the anime, that they have to line all of that crap up with the release of a new generation. So if they say, we have to delay this game a year in order to finish it, that pushes everything else back, and it becomes a logistical nightmare that will probably get many, many people to lose their jobs.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, it's just, when you're dealing with such a large thing, it's really hard to shift your schedule like that, even though I'm sure even they knew it needed it, but do what you can. Anyway, what the crap are these?
Uh, that is dragon fighting? Yeah, it's dragon fighting. And the bomb of snow is grass ice.
Okay, so I'm reasonably fine defensively with pretty much everything that I have.
Mima's perfectly fine. She's in her element right now. Mistral might be a little weird.
Yeah, Mistral may eat it to grass, but we're not doing too bad, really.
Well, it's because grass is weak against ice. I think. I don't know. I have to double check everything now.
Okay, so grass ice. Super weak to fire. Also weak to fighting, poison, flying, bug, rock, steel. None of those are things that we have here. So, can I use grass? No. Can I use dark? I can use dark. I'm going to hit a bomb of snow first because he's the bigger issue. And then, can I use ghost? Sure can. Dang.
Yeah, pretty close. Oh, that no shadow fall? That's a problem.
Well, it critted, so with any luck, it won't do that kind of damage again.
Mistral, why couldn't you have dodged the hit?
Man, I'm glad that you two are pretty great.
So I would definitely have Mistral finish off the Obama Snow and then have Mima just destroy the Haka.
Yeah, what was that guy? Dragon fighting?
Dragon fighting, so ice is going to be super effective.
Yep, sure will.
In fact, Fairy would be super de-duper effective, but...
Yeah, Fairy does like quadruple damage. Ice Flying Psychic Dragon do double. Oh, well, he's dead.
Yeah, he's super de-duper dead. I think Dragon has been paired up with every type, too. I think Fighting was the last one to get paired up with. And then that line fixed that up. It's a very confusing name to say.
Oh, I should have stomped it. Whatever, we're fine. Hey, since we're like clear over here in the vault, can I stop by the Poké Center on the way back?
Straight to the gym challenge? You got it.
Dang it. Cool. Can I go to the Poké Center real quick? Dang it.
Sneeze! It's fun to say sneeze while sneezing.
Okay, so we're all topped off. Everybody's fine. No status effects on any of them. How many move points do I got? Looking good.
It's gonna die on this hill, aren't we?
I'm down 5 Shadow Balls, but that's fine.
I don't think you're gonna be using Shadow Balls.
So we did kind of look over what we're going to be going up against, and the general plan looks to be Mistral and Mima for the most part, which is why I had him out beforehand. And then Cream as a backup. Cream is actually weak against a lot of what Raihan has, but there's one thing in particular that Cream is really good at. Get that protein powder.
Oh no, he's hot.
What you talking about?
I would have totally made it. I mean, this is technically the 8th time I made it through this whole thing, but...
Yeah, so the gimmick here, instead of just like, oh no, it's the dragon type gym, instead it's the friggin' dual type weather gym.
Yeah, it was so
with like
weird.
dragons in there somewhere, I guess.
I mean, he does use dragons, but the whole point is he uses weather teams too. Dang, that's hot.
That music going. I'm gonna be so sad when I can't listen to this music anymore.
He's got his little rhythm phone.
Man, look at him back there going friggin' feral.
I mean, he's the dragon type leader, so.
Okay, so we're gonna see something similar to what we dealt with before, where one of those is a dragon type, the other one is there for the weather.
Yep, Gigalith is there for the weather. That's the one I was talking about that I really like, its final evolution.
Yeah, so Flygon on the left is ground dragon, and
is super
Gigalith
weak
on the right is rock.
Yeah, so your team is pretty good. The problem is that Sandstorm makes it so that rock and ground and steel types are a lot more defensive and a lot more evasive.
Alright, well that ground dragon I'm hitting straight up with ice,
Yeah.
and that'll solve that problem. And then the other one was ground?
Rock.
No, rock. Water, grass, fighting, ground, steel. I don't have a good solution to that one with Mima. No, never mind. Because I can hit Gigalith with grass,
Yeah. Just hit Gigalith with grass and then Ice Beam the Flygon.
and then Ice Beam the Fly, and then Dynamax. So I should be putting out spikes, but it's not going to be worth it in this because he's only got 4 Pokemon and we're dealing with doubles. So, like, only 2 Pokemon would even potentially feel the effect of that, and that's 2 that I'd have to deal with instead of just one-shotting the Flygon.
It's also a nice idea, now that I think about it, to kind of get you in the idea of how this is how VGC works, because VGC is exclusively double battles. So kind of the point.
Storm.
Yeah, that's a special move.
Yeah, there's only one move on Mistral that I want, and I think she learns it at like 58.
Yeah, it's going to be a while. But yeah, I think this is preparing us, preparing people to get used to the VGC stuff because of the fact that, you know, VGC is double, so you have to get the synergy of your team working together.
Okay, so we took out both of them on the same turn.
Yeah.
So we don't have to worry too much about weird things here. He's going to send out his next 2, and that's going to be the last of them. Ow.
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 Ow. Wow. And if you remember from the very beginning, that was the Pokemon he was using against Leon.
Yeah, so the question now is he going to Dynamax immediately?
He immediately Dynamaxes. So they basically, once they throw out that Pokemon, they immediately Dynamax.
I was just wondering if Doubles was going to mix with that.
You can Dynamax during doubles.
Okay. So Duraludon is Dragon Steel, and that's the thing we want Cream out for.
Yep.
Sandaconda is pure ground.
Yeah. So you may want to just switch out Mima.
I could use either, really, grass or
I mean,
ice.
yeah. But you gotta be careful, because ice is weak to ground. He says again.
I think it's
Anyway.
neutralized because of something.
I think you have Levitate on Mima, so...
Not even that, just pure type-wise. I'm not getting a thing from that.
No, remember the whole, like, I was wrong about that?
Oh.
Like,
So anyway...
Because I like it just defensively bullshit.
So I'm going to go ahead and use Grass, then, and swap out Mima?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. So that's on Sandaconda.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, jeez. And then
So anyway.
Mima, we will swap you out for Cream.
Anyway, Raihan's number is 241, which can be read as Suyoi, meaning powerful. Which makes sense for the 8th gym leader of the region.
Yeah, and that they've hyped this guy up as, like, Leon's only competitor.
Leon specifically says he only sees Raihan as his only actual rival.
Friggin' take a picture
I
in the
know.
middle of a fight.
I love it. Just like, yep, for my fans. Whoosh.
And not just a Dynamax.
It's a Gigantamax Strelodon.
Okay, so I am going to have to eat this hit, which is a little sad. Dang it!
Oh, that's a full paralyze right there.
Dang it!
So Raihan's uniform and the gym trainer's uniforms resemble Lance's outfit from Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Okay, I'm getting rid of that paralyze.
But in the anime, Lance specifically says he trained at the Galar Dragon-type gym, so he based his uniform off of theirs.
And then Cream is Dynamaxing.
Which is
and hitting this thing with fire.
Which is funny, just because of the fact they're like, nah, this way around now.
Weak to... No, I'm hitting with fighting, not fire.
Yeah.
It's not strong to fire, but it is weak to fighting.
Yeah. I mean, fire. If you use fire, you will make a sunny day, and you will disrupt their sandstorm.
That's fair, actually. And this thing is 140 power versus 85, and I get stab off of this.
Yeah.
So I feel like...
So while it won't do the big damage you want...
Well, I don't know, because I don't get stabbed from this, but it will be... They are weak to it, so it will do 170 power effective. But this is 140, and I get stabbed.
Yeah. So
it's not double, but it'll add 7 to that. 7, 8, 9, that's like 21. It's still better to use this.
Yeah. And if you do the sunny day, you'll set up for the next thing. Provided that Sandaconda doesn't end up, getting hit, because if it gets hit, it re-ups the sandstorm again. Is that just what Sandaconda do?
I'm huge.
And in June, I'll be Gigantamax huge.
Oh, the crowd's already cheering because he doesn't have any more in reserve, even though it's doubles.
Yeah, no, his little champion Pokemon's out right now.
Yeah.
I think Sandstorm also makes it to where Rock type specifically. Yeah, he actually calls out if you bring out a different weather condition.
My head. I really want to kill that stupid Sandaconda, but I also want to make sure this thing doesn't friggin'... I want to make sure Cream doesn't die. Thank you. I'm not actually concerned about her right now. Because I'm going to use her turn to use a potion. Hyper Potion on you. And then you just do that again. Oh wow, for whatever reason my brain didn't register that a Hyper Potion would heal considerably less HP because it has considerably more HP because it's Dynamaxed.
Yeah. Well, remember, Dynamax HP is just double.
Yeah, like, I should have used a stronger friggin' potion. That's okay, it's a dying next turn. Actually, it's undynamaxing next turn.
Yeah.
Getting tired of your paralyze.
Did you have a full restore on you at some point? This is definitely what you need to use on Cream right now.
Okay, we're at least done with that, and that thing is nearly dead. And I'm huge. Do I have a full restore?
I don't think you have. If you had, it would have been under that max potion.
I do have ethers.
Yes, you
They're
have
just
ethers.
at the bottom of the list. All status conditions, don't care.
Your best bet is just the full heal Cream with a max potion and just hope that she manages to get off this next attack.
Yeah. I mean, that thing's nearly dead. We should be fine. If I hadn't missed that friggin' first move. Yes, protect yourself. That's what I'm worried about right now.
So, fun fact.
Oh, yeah!
Protect actually doesn't completely protect from Dynamax moves now. It'll say that it couldn't protect completely, so it'll still take damage, but it implies the move is so huge that it just breaks the protect.
I think that's fair, actually. You shouldn't be able to just... It's your Dynamax, for Pete's sake. You only get the one in the whole friggin' fight. You shouldn't be able to just cheese your way past it.
Yeah, Max Guard for Dynamax Pokemon, on the other hand, I think is just like just the Dynamax Protect, so it'll work no matter what.
Okay, Sandaconda is
It's
once
just
again
ground.
just ground, right?
Yeah, just ground.
So water, grass, ice. So I'm just going to go ahead, and even though I'm paralyzed, I'm going to hit you with Power Whip again. And I'm going to use your turn to heal her paralysis in hopes that... Get wrecked! This thing would have been dead 4 turns ago if that move had hit. Wait, aren't you dead?
Oh, it just does that as, like, if it gets hit by a physical attack, it just shoots out a sandstorm.
What a jerk. Oh man, Ribbon hit 50.
You were so close to not hitting 50 that you hit 50.
I didn't want to hit 50. That way we could go evolve it.
Even his Rotom phone was sad for him. Like, don't worry, man.
Yeah, if my move had hit like 4 turns earlier, that whole fight would have been over so much sooner. Because that friggin' Sandaconda's the one that kept paralyzing us and putting the sand back up and generally being annoying as crap.
But Leon actually sees you as, like, his only real rival.
I mean, that shows something for him, though, that, like, because he considered himself Leon's rival, he felt like, well, that means I'm above everyone else because I'm on par with Leon. When, like, not quite. I mean, admittedly, I'm a protagonist. Oh, yeah, that's right. The entire 8 gyms, that was the qualifiers.
Yeah.
The actual competition begins now.
That was the regular season. Now we're on to the World Cup. God, he is freaking tall.
He's up there. You would use the one with the number 99 in it.
Why do you say that?
I just feel like 99 is as high as you go, isn't it?
I think for TMs. I don't think there's a TM 100. Also, does it look like he has a Capsule Corp symbol on his shorts there?
He does a little, yeah. That's one of the sponsor programs.
I know it's
companies that we've seen around a couple times.
I know that. It's just like it looks so much like Capsule Corp. I have to point that out.
Oh, I think CC Corp. CyberConnect.
Oh, well, kind of shows you where we both go on that. It's like I'm thinking Dragon Ball, you're thinking .hack.
Oh man, Hob did it! He's here to fight Ryan.
He's finally getting his act together. Okay, let's see. Yeah, TM99 is the highest one they have for this generation, but the previous 2 generations had 100 TMs.
Oh no, they've seen me. I gotta run.
Where does she think she's running to?
Away! They're gonna attack me. If I get far enough away, they'll just reset back to their old patterns.
That's not how life works.
Do we have more information on this darkest day that we can just tie these 2 events together that clearly?
I don't know, but I got this Green Lantern just in case.
Wanted to make a Black Knight joke, but I couldn't come up with anything.
Is that your arm? I mean, straight up, I think that's the furthest anyone wants to go with that one. Because I think you get a shock if you make that reference too many times.
And honestly, you're being more of a field researcher than an actual professor? More of an investigator? In fact, I think the coat you're wearing fits better for what you've been doing.
Then what do you call Indiana Jones, smart butt?
Well, he doesn't wear a lab coat either.
He's a professor. He works at a university. But we're also seeing a professor become... I called her Professor Sonia, because I was like, yeah, you went from a research student to a professor. I'm pretty sure there's more stuff to that than, just receiving a lab coat, but yeah, I'm fine with that.
What are the buttons on your pants doing?
Holding it up.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, how do you think pants work? God. Some people just don't understand how pants work.
Look, it's a difficult subject for some people, okay?
Alright, Dr. Eggman. You and your tighty-whities all the time.
Oh man, trains! Yeah,
Toot,
look at all these excited people. Okay, so let's take a quick look at what we got. 52, 52, 51, 50, 51, 50. So Ribbon is already behind, so we can just get her right up to 51. And we need to do that in the rain. In natural rain. And the only place to do that is out in the wild area.
Not this unnatural rain that Pokemon cause for some reason. I'm looking at you, Kyogre, even though you're the embodiment of the ocean.
These weird localized events. Where am I? Oh, I'm up north. Crap. Okay. Is that Hawlucha? Sure was.
Yeah, Hawlucha. Hawlucha.
I remember seeing a picture somewhere of how all the various flying Pokemon used Fly to move the trainer around. And Hawlucha just friggin' suplexed you across the map. Use Fly. Ah!
This isn't how Trojans work. They could actually fly. It was a thing. In fact, they still had the ability to fly. They just didn't use it often. What is Ogre talking about? It's apparently something nobody else understands. Heathens.
I mean, sometimes they had to use the power of their farts.
That was only Kaneko, man. Sometimes he didn't even need the push of his own farts.
What a weird guy. I am kind of glad that over time they straightened him up a little. They left him his goofy self, but they didn't make him a complete screwball.
I mean, where do you think that, where do you think any shonen protagonist got it from?
Okay, so it's raining here. Technically, a little further north, it was storming rain, but I feel like if it's regular raining here, then that works too. So you need experience.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can just level you up with a...
No, it's just the candy.
Crap, those candies. Maybe in just under the candy tab. Yeah, I don't know if I can just use the candy while I'm standing out here and that works, or if I have to be in battle.
I'm gonna look it up just in case. The damn thing will let me do it.
I'm just gonna use one, see how many it gets me. See how far it gets me. Okay, I can use... I think 2 more. Yeah, I can use 1 more, and it'll be real close.
Yeah, it just says during rain. It can't be instigated by rain dance, drizzle, or primordial sea. Also, apparently fog counted in Generation 7, which is like, did they not have rain in Gen 7? There was like one area that was always rainy.
Alright, well, let's go find something to beat up.
It doesn't have to be in battle.
Oh, there's like a Steelix over here.
It doesn't have to be in battle, it just has to be in rainy weather.
It'd be more fun to do it in battle. I don't know what level these things are, though.
The Steelix? The Steelix is probably good enough. I mean, you can fight anything at this point. You can. It literally just said you can catch any Pokemon. Man.
I mean, I can, but that's not going to stop them from being level friggin' 80.
They don't get to level 80 out here.
Okay, so Steelix, what are you, just Steel?
Steel Ground.
Steel Ground?
It is level 50, though.
Okay. Fire, Water, Fighting, Ground. Hey, water. Get wrecked!
Is that sturdy? Yeah, it's sturdy. Oh, and it used dig.
That's
so now you have to...
kind of hilarious. Can I just, like, how do you pass?
You don't. You just use a move you don't want to... You don't care to lose a PP point on.
Oh no, he dodged it somehow. Ow. Yeah, crit that 1 HP. Go ahead and do double his total HP and damage. Yay, leveled up. Oh!
Gudra.
Gudra. Look at that good lady. Dripping goo everywhere. That's rough. I mean, it's still made of goo, but it's rough goo. Aquatail.
Yeah, it's a physical.
Actually, I'm not too
water
worried
thing.
about Aquatail. Yeah! Now we did it! Whole team is fully evolved!
Yeah, get out of here, Ribbon.
So the last thing that I'm going to be doing with Ribbon is now I'm going to teach it. I just have to find them in here. Earthquake! Give it that ground move we've been waiting on.
And then throw it off my team forever. Oop.
And I've suddenly, my brain has stopped. Surf! I couldn't remember what the move was actually called.
Surfity Durfy.
And we're replacing Water Pulse with Surf. And this is now the final move set for Ribbon. We did it! So, from here, what we're looking at is... So we've still got Dino that we need to bring up.
Ah, you've leveled her up some.
Yeah, leveled it up a little bit. So Dino evolves at 50. No, I want to cancel. So let's go ahead and give you some candies, get you up to speed. Do that just so I can kind of gauge how many I can give it.
So, a couple too many.
Zweilous!
Zweilous.
Zwei. Zwei being, was it German?
German for 2.
For 2.
Because get it? Because it's the second evolution.
So, Zweilous getting up there. Pretty darn good, but still not quite up to... Especially now that Gudra is fully evolved. Still not quite up to speed, but Za will eventually overtake Ribbon, and that's going to be when I swap it out. I'm not sure when that's going to happen. I want to give Ribbon a little bit of a showing in her final form. And Za isn't going to evolve the third time until like friggin' 60 something.
64.
Yeah, 64. So we got a little while. But especially once it fully evolves, it overtakes Ribbon completely at that point. Like, let's see here. What's its attacks? Special attack is 119. Special attack is 159. So, not quite there yet, but it'll be there. We may end up, like, using... Maybe we'll end up with that. Like, have Gudra on the team until, like, through the main game, and then swap over to Za for post-game?
I mean, Za should be, like, fully evolved by the time we get to the champion stuff, so...
Yeah. And then it'd feel bad to, like... If we're at the champion, it'd feel bad to take Ribbon out and say, nah, you can't be on the champion team, even though you've been here the whole time. So maybe, like, do that as its crowning achievement so it can retire in peace.
And put her out to stud, just like she wants to be. Don't look at me, it's your Pokemon.
So anyway, that's it for now. Next time! That's not the button I wanted to hit. That's also not the button I wanted to hit. Next time! We're going up here. Route 10. So I guess we have to take the train to get up there.
Yep. Gotta go back to Hammerlock and take that train.
So until next time, everyone. Well, okay, that's like way the crap up there. Let's just... I want to run to the train station just to know if I can walk in front of it without friggin' triggering a cutscene.
I think so. I think you have to get on the train and then stuff happens after you get off, but...
Just if, like, friggin' Hop is gonna run into me or something. I mostly want to do this just in case when I'm running around off-screen, I don't want to trigger a cutscene. Just in case I happen to walk over here. Look at all these people back here. Yeah. Hey, it's that lady. She doesn't have her Pokemon.
There we go.
Wow, friggin' took you no time at all. I walked here. Raihan's about to smack him upside the head. I mean, I guess we did go friggin' evolve Gudra and everything. He had time.
Yeah.
Hop, we are not fighting right now. We are not fighting right now. We are not fighting right now.
Hey, do you want to have a battle real quick?
I will punch you, Hop. Oh, dang, they're actually sending us there.
Well, you can fly back. It's not going to be that big of a problem.
I mean, I know, but I didn't want to actually trigger this. Dang it.
I know, but it's still nice. Oh, win ton. Okay. Because you're going to win a
That's
ton.
a friggin' stadium.
Yeah. It's like it's modeled after a rose for some reason.
Hey, Rotom, could you retract your little pointy bits that keep stabbing me in the leg when I put you in my pocket?
Ow. Ow. Ow, stupid antenna.
All right, we're here. I don't want to ride my bicycle right now. I want to teleport.
But I want to ride my bicycle.
I want to ride my bike. Up yours! Yay. I did it! I'm back. Alright, so until next time, everyone, we head back up there. We got some distance to cover. Route 10? Any other routes? Just Route 10?
I think it's
Looks like just Route 10. Route 10, final route, taking us to Winden. So until next time, everyone.